Hi guys, welcome to Buzzword on Relufe TV, where we talk about all the trending topics going on social media without the noise, just the facts and the actual things going on. This week is quite a lot because we've had a lot of people drinking hypo, a lot of people faking their own death, a lot of people being accused of something that they've not done, and it's been so chaotic. But believe me when I say you're about to have a beautiful gossip, because I'm here to give you all the gist and we'll have a drive. I'll just give you a tip of the iceberg and then we'll talk about it in details in entertainment scope. We had Very Dark Man and King Mitchy have a whole bula baloo, that's what I'm going to call it, because they kept having so much back and forth here and there, yada yada yada, about what I can't even explain, but it was a lot. You know, it was a lot, and I'm sure that sometimes you may be confused of what has actually happened, but believe me when I say I'm here with the full gist and we'll discuss more about it in entertainment scope. So we have a lady named Rukayat that has come to plead for Lagos State's intervention in a matter that happened in a school where she works in 2020 with a young student of 3 years old. So apparently the child had gone home to tell her father that somebody in the class, it started with her fellow classmate, a fellow 3-year-old boy, has been harassing her, pull up her clothes, tried to caress her chest, and inserted biro into her private parts. The father got back to school the next day and reported to the school authorities. The teacher, Rukayat, and the assistant said nothing like that can ever happen. That if she misses it, the nanny wouldn't. The matter got out of hand. He arrested the police and wanted to bring the police to come and arrest the young boy. But they said the child is a minor and they cannot do that. So now, around that story, the father came back the second day and said, okay, the authorities should be arrested for the situation. They go ahead to arrest the headmaster and I think the headmistress as well. Those ones still free themselves. The man changed the story again and said, okay, it was the proprietor of the school. The proprietor that barely stays in the school. He doesn't even come. He just, calls and then comes, occasionally once in a while. And then they now try to pin the matter that the child had said, okay, that it was the proprietor that did that to her. Now, the story changed again, and then the man said, the child said she had recalled what happened, that it was the driver. While the driver went to drop her off after school, she was the only one left in the bus. So he, removed her dress and inserted a biro into her. He came back again to say that it wasn't the driver anymore, that the child has remembered that it is the class teacher that did that to her. Bear in mind that the class teacher is a mother and at that time was also pregnant. Now, they had to arrest her and her pregnancy. She lost the pregnancy in the middle of all of this. This thing I'm trying to summarize for you is something that happened from 2020 to date. It was a matter that, 2021. It's a matter that has been dragging from 2021 till date. Now, at that time, she was arrested with her child, lost her pregnancy in the midst of all of this because she had to sleep at the police station. It's stressful for a pregnant woman to be going through all this trauma, false accusations, and the likes. Now, she transforms from all of that, and they still let her go, that she's not the one. And then now, in 2025, the father comes back again to say that he wants to continue to press charges for the matter. The matter was taken to court at that time when he finally came and said it was the teacher that did it. And it wasn't dismissed. Bear in mind that she lost the pregnancy at that time, and it's been carried from 2024, around that 2024 to 2025. Now, she has had another baby, and they've still decided to still keep stringing her along with this matter. She brought a lawyer because it took the matter to court, but then her court advised her to stay out of court for a while because of the child she was carrying, because she got pregnant again after she lost the first pregnancy. Now, she's here to talk about how there is a hearing on the 12th of March, and she needs Lagos State intervention because there was another interview that came and then they made a statement and it was assured that she was the one that did it. She said she had nothing to do. The allegations don't seem correct because a 3-year-old child, you said it was her fellow student. You later came and said it was the proprietor. Later you said it was the teacher. Later you said it was the driver. For a 3-year-old, we know how children can be sometimes. They sometimes say some things that did not even exist. They sometimes say some things that they imagined. They sometimes just say so many things. You can ask them something in the morning, they say a different thing. In the afternoon and in the night, they say a different thing. People on X have been, trying to do their investigations, and some people say that, why are we not even questioning the father? What if he's the one that has actually done this thing? And trying to pin it on somebody, because he's actually trying as much as possible to pin it on somebody. I know that molesting a child is nothing to joke about, but why are we moving from people to people? Now, she no longer works with the school. For context, while she worked in that school, her salary was 20,000 naira. And now, if she said the judgment for molesting a child is 20 years imprisonment, that's the minimum. Why would we want her to spend the rest of her life in prison for something she knows nothing about? I mean, this child has gone from the driver to the fellow student to the proprietor. So many allegations. And we don't even know this. There's no concrete reason to what has happened. Please, I need you to tag the necessary authorities to see this video so that we can help this lady, because she's really crying. She's tired. She's frustrated. She's a mother of two. How does she explain to her child that, they're telling her that that she sexually harassed a young girl? No, we're not talking about a young boy. We're talking about a young girl. Please. And whosoever this person is, the school authorities are not even doing things right. Because she no longer works for the school, they've stepped back. Like, they are no longer involved. The name of the school is not involved. The principal, the headmaster, nobody is involved. It's just the lady, her assistant, and the man. Majorly the lady. Worst case scenario was that her lawyer, the lawyer she had to go and testify against her in court that she's on the run, because the doctor advised her to stay away from court, because she kept going, and then she was still tender, just gave birth at that time. So it was the headmistress of the school that was going to represent her in court. So I think the headmistress told the lawyer that, she can no longer do it since it's no longer their case, and since the school's name has been cleared. So now the lawyer now decides to tell the court that she's on the run. Please, I don't know. The matter is really dicey, and it's just a lot. I'm not saying that we shouldn't take children for their words. 90% of everything a child says is something that they've actually seen, imagined, or heard someone talk about. But we should not forget the fact that it is never 100% accurate. Children would always be children. Because also, I feel like someone has been instigating her to say these things. When you keep asking somebody something, is it this person? Is it that person? They'll say yes. Because how did we go from the driver to this fellow student to the proprietor that is barely in the school? And now we decided to now pin it on the teacher. It could be a situation or a function of money. The proprietor would have been able to, bail himself out with money or something. And then everybody has gone around and said, let the teacher take the blunt. Teachers should be accountable for their students, but she has said nothing like that happened. There is no concrete evidence. So I don't think there's a reason why we should pin this on her. If she's innocent, let justice be served. Also, King Tonto Dikeh, evangelist Tonto Dikeh has come out to say that she's no longer going to be addressed as king. The name king, she has put it in the past. A little backstory. Sometimes in November last year, she said she gave her life to Christ. She repented, and we've been seeing her do so many religious things, go for outreach, go to hospitals to pray for children. She even reconciled with her ex-husband and brought him into the life of their child. They did a good elaborate birthday celebration where she also prayed. She's now a prayer, a prophesier, an evangelist. Did I say a prayer? I'm sorry. She's now a pastor. A pastor, an evangelist, and all of those things. And also, I think she went to seek forgiveness from her friend Doris Ogala. Remember Doris, the actress with the situation of Pastor Chris at that time. And Doris has come out to say that she would never forgive her, that we are just looking at her and that she's just lying, that all these things she's doing is just a charade, that she knows Tonto Dikeh from her heart, that she even claims that all the incidents that happened between her and Pastor Chris, that Tonto was the person that was challenging it and was giving facts and was, putting fuel into the whole situation. So she has come out and she has refused and said she will not forgive her. She's not interested if she has given her life to Christ. She's not interested if she has done any other thing, that she doesn't want to know her. She doesn't want to have anything to do with her. She should leave her alone. And I'll ask you, do you think her repentance is genuine? Do you think it is a social media validation thing? Do you think if someone gives their life to Christ, it should be a like personal verdict? You don't have to look for social media validation. You don't have to put it all out and try and do so many things. Do you think she's doing too much? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Speaking on the insecurity issues in the country, Abba and Miriam have just been abducted again, and this time around they have paid their ransoms of 10 million naira, but the abductors have refused to release them. Abba is a corper, is a corps member, serving in Nigeria, and now his own situation, they collected the ransom and told his sister to go, that they will release him. After some minutes, they call back and say they can't release him anymore until they bring 3 brand new motorcycles before they release him. Miriam's own case, they said that if she doesn't bring extra 3 million naira, they wouldn't release her. So now, in this country right now, paying ransom is not even a guarantee that you would get your loved one or the person that was kidnapped or abducted would be released. I think that's quite pathetic, because why do I pay ransom and still do not get the person out? I mean, Abba's sister was really, really manipulated, and she had to bring the money in cash, thinking she would go home because they made so much promises that they would release her brother to her, only for them to request 3 brand new motorcycles. And in Miriam's own case, they demanded extra 3 million naira added to the ransom. The insecurity issues keep getting worse by the day. I mean, the moment we think, okay, that's the worst that can happen, we see a new dimension. A lot of people actually go ahead to borrow this ransom. It's not like they have it. Now, you borrow ransom to pay, you still don't get the person that was adopted, you have bills to pay, and then they're requesting for more. A bike in Nigeria is not less than 1.5 million or 2 million. I'm very sure my prices are not current. So you're asking for 6 million naira extra. I feel that's quite unfair, and I feel like the necessary authorities should please step into this situation before it gets out of hand, because there is no guarantee that they would actually come out alive this time around. Because if the ransom payment or the delivery of the bikes is delayed, they may do something to him and her as well. I find it really disheartening that we no longer live in a country that we are sure that we can go out and come back. It's just really scared. And guess what? These people have TikTok accounts. They have accounts that they share, because someone said for them to demand 3 bikes, that means they have something that they're using to monitor the funds that was raised for Abba. And I believe, because why would you ask for 10 million naira, they bring it to you, and then you request for 3 new bikes out of the blues? Please, we're calling on the police, the Lagos state government, the president, everybody should please speak on this issue. Help us send necessary officials to get this boy. He's actually government property at the moment. He's a corps member. He belongs to the government. Anything that happens to him at this time, the government will be held responsible. So please, as a country, let's come together and just try, probably do more tweets, comment here, tag them in the comment section so that they can see it and do the things that are needed. My guys, I thought we came together to have a conversation, to plead with Jarvis to let Peller breathe after the whole batching of GLE at that time. I think I'm the one that was not informed, because someone told me that, do I know that they're about to get? I'm like, it's not possible now after all that charade at that time. But to my shock, my greatest surprise, Jarvis celebrated her birthday this past week, and guess what? Her baba, Peller, gifted her a brand new GLE, the exact model he batched at that time. They also had a birthday dinner, very plenty love and sugar stuff. For people that like love, I don't like love. My question is, I don't want to say because there's no I'm not happy for her, because I thought we came together to give her this advice to let these people be. Let Peller be. Go your way. Go everybody. I thought everybody had decided to go their own way, but apparently there was a reconciliation that we were not aware, and they're back together. She celebrated her birthday. Peller, the money man, bought her a new car, and let me just say, I wish them all the best in their relationship and their love life. If you have anything to say concerning this, Let me see it in the comment section. I'll come back to reply you. Now, on entertainment scoop, the major story that has been making the whole internet go up and down. I know that some of you may be confused because it all started from a single tweet. And then we started seeing people drinking hypo like it was strawberry or Milo. And then we just saw that there was a burial ceremony. And then I saw that someone that took hypo came back and said, oh, but I said the hypo no work, make I take sniper. And then go ahead to down sniper again. And then the person that actually conducted burial for himself resurrected, knew Jesus Christ in Abuja, came back again and said, I'm back. What's going on? While I am very disappointed in Very Dark Man, because how can you, with that platform that you have, joke on something like this? Before I go into the main story, I want to talk about hypo. Hypo is not water. It is not salt. It's not hot water that clears your throat or something that gives you immunity or something that just makes you feel good. Hypo is deadly. And I feel like Very Dark Man should know more. He runs an NGO. He is an activist, and he does so many things. So you should know that your platform is very important, and you shouldn't use your platform to convey things like that. A lot of young people that do not know what they are doing, that don't have enough, authority amongst themselves, that still go against peer pressure, would go behind and start taking hypo, thinking it is something that is normal, thinking it's a random drink that they can feel good with. Hypo is deadly. Suicide is not an option. As much as this thing looks like cruise and flex, I don't know why the government has not done anything about it. Both of them, Very Dark Man and Mitchy, should have been arrested by now. It's really bad because you cannot be disturbing the peace of the country, the peace of the internet. Not be only on a day there. If you have situations, there are better ways to sort problems. So please, this is my message to everyone out there. Hypo is not a drink. It's not Zobo. It's not Kono. It's not Fanta. Don't drink hypo because you're frustrated or because you just want to prove a point. Those people did not drink it, oh. Don't think they drank it. It's a lie, oh. AI. And if it's not AI, it's someone that has done good editing. I am sure that nobody in their right senses would take hypo or sniper. So this is my message to you. Don't go ahead taking hypo or sniper because somebody has frustrated you. Let me tell you, if you sleep and wake up, you'll feel better. That one better. Don't go and be taking, don't mind these people. That's a very bad thing they've used their platform to portray. It is not true. Do not do it. Enough of my aspire to perspire. Let's go straight into the story. So, Mitchy had come out to talk about how she just renovated a school in 6 days and that Very Dark Man should stop talking about things and go ahead and use his NGO to also do good things to schools. I mean, she talked about how there are a lot of dilapidated schools, that he should focus his time on doing things like that. Very Dark Man goes ahead to reply her and say, I know who they sponsor you. Why are you coming for me? I did not do anything to you. I mean, he went ahead to talk about how he doesn't even know her. He had just seen her video a couple of times and he has commented that, wow, this person is doing a good job, right? So why is she coming for him? She goes ahead to say, the day you come for me, that will be the beginning of your downfall. And you know Very Dark Man, they know they threaten her. You know they let sleeping bed lie. He cut the matter and said, what do you mean? Why will you do that? And then from there, he went straight to Seyi Tinubu. Said, oh, Seyi Tinubu is the person that is sponsoring you. I know where this is coming from, yada, yada, yada. And you know how the internet can be. So many other people started coming up. Now, someone that calls himself Mitchy's videographer in the past comes up to say, this Mitchy, she's not even who she thinks she is, that he used to do her videos before, that when she gives you 200,000 naira on camera, she would collect the 200,000 naira after and just give you 20,000 naira. So more like she was living a fake life, that all the renovations that she has been doing, that she has been claiming to be doing for my NGO, that is not correct, is not this, is not that. While Mitchy claims that she gets most of the money from her food business, she has a restaurant where she sells food. And she also talked about how sometimes Don Jazzy supports her, Seyi Tinubu also supports her. Now, this whole thing begins to go, there is so much row, everybody is just sharing their own 2 cents in the matter. And Sheyi Tinubu sees that Very Dark Man keeps attacking him because he didn't even talk about Mitchy. He just went straight to Sheyi Tinubu that that's the person that is sponsoring your lifestyle. Why is he doing the government job? Why is he using you to do the government job? Why is he not doing it by himself? Why is his father not doing it? You know, it now became a political kind of thing. More like Mitchy is a tool, more like they are just, everybody was just trying to go around and center around something. While everybody is going around and still everybody is bringing out facts, so many people are coming out to talk about their own, Mitchy comes and says she's frustrated that they are bullying her. She's going through cyber bully here and there, and on a live video, she drinks hypo. Very Dark Man also goes ahead to take hypo and drink hypo. And so everybody just begins to do, I don't want to go into the details, but I saw a video of Very Dark Man yesterday when he talked about how the reason he had to go back that way was because it was a planned event against him. That all of this thing was supposed to end him in jail, in prison forever. He claims that Mitchy is a political tool that they use against people. So according to him, there was an analysis that he gave. He said the whole plan was that if he was asleep while Mitchy was taking that hypo, he would have woken up to people, talking about cyberbullying, because we had Sam Clef, we had Tobe, we had some other people that have come up after the video of Mitchy went viral of her taking hypo. We had a couple of people coming to talk about how, this is bullying, this is that. And so he came up with the fact that he had to do that counter attack of taking hypo again, because he knew that if he did not do that, everybody will raise an eyebrow and say because of him, he bullied her to the extent, he bullied her and forced her to go and take hypo, cyberbullying here and there, and so many other things that he had to say. So he talked about how he was attacked with Mitchy because he spoke about Peter B's assassination at that time. Now, Sheyi Tinubu comes out in the middle of all of these things to say he doesn't know Mitchy, that he has only met her once and he gave her money. Mitchy came back to say, sir, don't say that. I know you. You know me. We have a relationship. Funny enough, she doesn't even call him Sheyi Tinubu. She calls him ST. For you to give somebody a nickname, you must know the person. You people must have a relationship, because when you see her videos, you say, so ST did this, ST did that. I saw a video that she posted on Halstead. ST, there were so many people in her restaurant and it was becoming really rowdy. So she had to call ST. ST sent in policemen to come and help us salvage the situation. So now we've gone past just giving money to go and recreate schools. We have gone to having a personal relationship. I can be in trouble and call you and you send people to my rescue, which means that Mitchy and Sheyi Tinubu actually have a grounded relationship. But he comes up to deny her and say that, he doesn't know her. They don't have, he has just met her once. But she had an attack and came back again and said, I know you. So that went down. Very Dark Man is claiming that he was about to be implicated just so he can be put in prison, and people come out to start now praising Sheyi Tinubu and, trying to buy votes or use sympathy to get people to vote for them, while trying to paint Mitchy as a good person in a certain side of situation. They will be getting votes, likes, and the likes. The analysis was really a lot. And that is for Very Dark Man's side. Now let's talk about Mitchy. Story has it that Mitchy is actually not who she says she is. Because the last school that she renovated in Delta State, the video she had on her page is different from the video that someone went there to make. So while this whole brouhaha was going on with her and Very Dark Man, another content creator took it upon himself to go and check the school she says she renovated in 6 days. And the videos he brought out, it just happened that Mitchy just renovated a classroom and another side of the world, another class that had a broken wall. So that's just the only places that she renovated, and then she did a toilet. But in her video, with the explanation that she gave and how she made us feel like she renovated the whole school. The person still showed videos of dilapidated roof, windows, and the likes. And in fact, she went ahead to talk about how she even gave the students school bags. Apparently, she had only given 12 people in the school bags. I'm not here, there is no concrete evidence yet, to say that Mitchy has been lying about her giveaways and the likes, but we just had two people bring out, one person, this is the only person with evidence. The other videographer didn't have anything because she came out to talk about how he should bring a picture of them together or a video of something that he had worked on, just an evidence, and we've not heard anything from him. But this content creator has shown us the place that she said she actually renovated, brought it out to us, and it was not, it was renovated, but not how she made us feel it was on the internet. It was just a classroom that she worked on, the windows, the roof. The other side, she just did one. So now she merged the video of the other fence and the classroom she renovated, put that together. You know how internet can be now, video editors, right? Perfect. So now it looked so beautiful. In my head, I'm like, God bless you. Thank you so much for looking out for children. But when I saw the other video, still thank you so much for looking out for children, because nobody actually forced you to go and do that, right? So she did that. So there's now two sides. Is Mitchy who she really says she is? Has she been lying to us all this while? The stories of her giving people money and collecting it back, do you think is true? There's even a story of her giving people bikes and collecting it back. You guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, because there is actually still more to unravel, but I think that they're just slashing it little by little. I've given you a summary of the whole Mitchy, very dark man, and the major stories that were trending on X this week. I hope you enjoyed it. And this is me telling you that don't bother. If you feel confused about the stories going on the internet, don't worry, I'll be here for you. I am your personal amebo. I'll come here with the facts, give you the story, and we'll have the time of our life. Thank you so much for joining, guys. This is Buzz on Relufe TV. My name is Regina, and I'll see you next time. Bye.